I used to think of preachers as people who had a solution to every problem. So when I was 14 years old, I told my mother I wanted to be a preacher. My mother said, "No, the way you play with money, if you can't save money, how will you save people?" Yeah. Yesterday, my mother asked me, "What do you want to be?" I decided to joke about it. I said, "I want to write poems that will plant thoughts about planting trees, then call those poems poetries." Yeah. My mother did not laugh at all. I didn't laugh either when I was writing this poem I'm about to perform today. Young people are struggling out there because of lack of opportunities. They want things to change so bad. And the essence of this poem is to run the narrative that change won't come when our leaders change. Change will come from us realizing the sound purpose of why we vote and whom we elect. My boys are dying. Some of them are poets. They have written 1,000 poems, but not one has earned them a living. Open mics don't open the door when the landlord closes your house. My boys are dying. Some of them are singers. You may or may not have heard their songs before, but every mealtime they eat their own songs and chalk on their lyrics. My boys are dying. Don't let those Nike shoes fool you. There's nothing correct about the heart of a young man who has nothing but his Nike shoes. My boys are dying from being misunderstood. Understand that my boys will do anything for money. Understand that sometimes the modern woman has a watchman, CCTV cameras, and a mobile app that will send people to fix anything in her house, so the only security she might need from a man is financial. My boys are dying because their pockets are light. My boys are dying because their heart is heavy. Maybe if they had Whitney's voice, they would sing their heart out and just watch it beating right in front of them. My boys are dying from heartbreaks, from disappointments. They're not asking to win all the time. They're asking to win at least this one time. My boys are dying because the universe has refused to accept them as stars. Now they are earthbound, bound to be earth. Earth is soil. Soil is sometimes called dirt. My boys are dirty. My boys are dying from working in sewers and garbage points without proper gear. Their family fears, but it's what steers are leaving, believing tomorrow will come, but the day is leaving. My boys are dying from taking care of families that don't feel taken care of. My boys are dying from bullet wounds. My boys are dying for being boys, for being big boys, for being just boys, for being bus boys, for being in a group of boys. My boys are dying before they are fathers. My boys are dying before they are fathers. My boys are dying because they are fathers. My boys are dying to go farther. They've got hot lyrics to bomb your TV. Their mind is a state of art. The state has refused to sit outside. My boys are dying inside. Ask the jail warden. My boys are dying from intestinal wounds, from duodenal wounds. My boys are dying outside. My boys are dying because our leaders are clashing. My boys are dying because our leaders are lying. My boys are dying because their dreams are dying. My boys are dying because they have nothing to go back to. I know boys my age in the streets going back to back, blaming a whole country for not having their back. My boys are dying because they lost hope. My boys are dying because their mind is at war. My boys are dying and all our local leaders keep doing is lying to fly. Russia, Dubai, I wonder what to buy while my boys cannot afford a bus back home. My boys are dying. And I'm not the only one to save them. I need numbers. 10. We vote in leaders because of their second names. 10. We forgot Pio Gama Pinto did not need a second name. 9. Before I was born, corruption married my country. At the wedding, my grandmother was the kid with flowers and no speech to read. 8. Mr. Politician, before you sponsor your Facebook page, there's something you need to know. 1,000 likes don't make you the leader we like. Sometimes it makes you the source of something we need to be led from. 8. Who teaches the police about rights when they are never wrong? 8. Which is the right side of history? Or are we just history when we die? 7. My cousin says to have locks on your head is a sign of freedom. 7. In my country, the term youth is used by politicians who are about to pretend like they care. 6. The Constitution needs to be learned in schools. If we can't all grow up in the right way, at least let's grow up knowing what is right anyway. 6. My uncle needs to know if his sons learn to vote right, they can play a bigger part than being a part of a family photo album. 5. 5 years ago, I didn't care who my mother voted for. 4. I need my mother to vote like her vote can change my nephew's future. 3. There is no special village or town where leaders come from. These leaders come from within us. These leaders are a reflection of who we are. So 2, change won't come when our leaders change. Change will come when we change. 1, I have a dream. One day, we will vote in leaders, not because of where we come from, but because of where we are going. Thank you.